Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in life when everything seems to slow down, as if the world conspires to strip away all that is familiar. Your plans fall apart, the people you once trusted drift away, and silence fills the spaces where noise once lived. It is in this stillness that something profound begins to take shape. Before anything great arrives in your life, you will be tested. You will walk through a corridor of trials, some subtle, others relentless. These are not random misfortunes. They are the universe's way of shaping you, refining you, ensuring that you are worthy and prepared for what is to come. Before anything significant enters your life, trials will precede it. These trials are not mere coincidences or random hardships. They serve a higher purpose. They are deliberate tests designed to shape and refine you, preparing you for what is to come. The bigger the blessing, the greater the preparation required. Many fail to recognize this and mistake these difficulties as signs of failure, when in reality they are the very indicators that something greater is approaching. Consider for a moment the process of forging steel. Extreme heat is applied, and the metal is hammered repeatedly until it takes its desired shape. Without this intense process, it remains weak and brittle. Likewise, before you receive something significant, life will put you through a refining process, ensuring that you have the strength and endurance to carry the weight of what you are about to receive. These trials can manifest in different ways. You may experience repeated setbacks, moments where it feels like every effort you make leads to failure. Perhaps doors that once opened effortlessly now seem sealed shut. The path that once seemed clear suddenly becomes riddled with obstacles, each one testing your patience and resolve. This is not happening to deter you, but to build you. When you are faced with resistance, it is an invitation to grow beyond your current limits. It is life's way of ensuring that when your moment arrives, you are not only ready, but capable of sustaining the blessing you receive. You will also notice emotional and psychological challenges intensify. Doubt, fear, and insecurity will whisper in your mind, questioning whether you are truly meant for more. People around you may not understand your struggle. Some may even distance themselves, unable to comprehend why you are going through such turbulence. But it is in these moments that you must hold on to faith. When everything around you feels like it is falling apart, understand that something greater is being assembled in the background. A critical aspect of these trials is learning to trust the process. Many people pray for success, for wealth, for love, for opportunities, but when life begins to challenge them, they retreat. They see difficulty as rejection, not realizing that what they seek requires them to become a different version of themselves. The truth is, you cannot step into a new chapter of life while clinging to the person you were in the last one. Growth demands sacrifice. The trials you face are not there to break you, they are there to strip away the parts of you that are not aligned with the future you are destined for. So when trials appear, when the road becomes difficult, do not be discouraged. Recognize these moments for what they truly are, preparations for something greater. The discomfort you feel now is temporary, but the strength and wisdom you gain from enduring it will serve you for a lifetime. Those who withstand the trials, who embrace the lessons hidden within them, will find themselves ready when their moment arrives. And when it does, they will look back and realize that every hardship was not a punishment, but a path leading them exactly where they were meant to be. There will come a time when life pulls you away from the noise, from the people you once surrounded yourself with, and from the distractions that kept your mind occupied. Suddenly, solitude becomes your companion, and the world that once felt so familiar now feels distant. This is not an accident. It is a deliberate phase of transformation, a necessary pause before something significant enters your life. This period of isolation may feel unsettling. You may wonder why relationships that once seemed strong begin to fade, or why certain doors that once opened effortlessly now remain shut. Friends may stop calling, familiar places may no longer feel welcoming, and you may even find yourself withdrawing from things that once brought you comfort. This is because before something great is given to you, you must be prepared to receive it. And true preparation often begins in solitude. In these moments, you are not being punished, you are being called inward. The distractions that once clouded your vision are being removed so that you can see clearly. The voices of others that once dictated your path are fading so that you can finally hear your own. This is a sacred time, an opportunity to reflect, to evaluate, and to truly understand who you are and where you are headed. Many people resist this phase. They feel lonely, abandoned, or lost. But solitude is not loneliness. It is a space for growth. In the absence of external influences, you come face to face with yourself. You begin to recognize the thoughts, beliefs, and habits that have been holding you back. You see with undeniable clarity what you need to change, what you need to release, and what you need to embrace. This period also teaches patience. When life slows down and forces you to sit with yourself, you have no choice but to trust the process. The modern world is obsessed with speed, fast success, instant gratification, immediate results, but true transformation does not happen overnight. Just as a seed must remain buried in the darkness before it breaks through the soil and reaches the sunlight, you too must endure a phase of unseen growth before your breakthrough arrives. If you find yourself in this phase, do not rush to escape it. Do not desperately seek out distractions to fill the silence. Instead, lean into it. Listen to what your mind and heart are trying to tell you. Use this time to sharpen your vision, to strengthen your inner foundation, and to prepare yourself for what is coming. The solitude will end, but you will not be the same person who entered it. You will emerge with a deeper understanding of yourself, a stronger sense of direction, and a newfound clarity about your purpose. When the next chapter of your life begins, you will realize that this period of isolation was not a setback, but a setup, an essential step in preparing you for something far greater than you ever imagined. There will come a moment in your life when the things that once brought you comfort begin to slip away. It may start gradually. Certain relationships feel strained, familiar routines no longer bring the same sense of fulfillment, and the stability you once relied upon starts to feel uncertain. You may find yourself losing possessions, opportunities, or even parts of your identity that you believed were permanent. When this happens, it is natural to feel unsettled, to question why everything is shifting when all you wanted was progress. But understand this, before something greater is given to you, life will remove what no longer serves you. This process is not about loss, it is about making space. Imagine holding a cup filled to the brim. If someone tries to pour something new into it, it will simply overflow, unable to receive anything more. The same is true for your life. If you are too attached to what is comfortable, what is familiar, you leave no room for growth. This detachment can feel painful, but it is necessary. Many of the things we cling to are not meant for the person we are becoming. Some relationships, though once meaningful, have run their course. Some habits, though once comforting, now hold us back. Even certain ambitions, no matter how deeply we desired them, may no longer align with our true path. When these things begin to fade, it is not because you are being punished, it is because you are being prepared. Think about how nature works. Trees shed their leaves in autumn not because they are dying, but because they are making room for new growth in the spring. The caterpillar must surrender to transformation, breaking free from its cocoon before it can emerge as a butterfly. Every great change requires a period of letting go. The question is, will you trust the process or will you resist it? Many people fear this phase. They try to hold on to what is leaving, forcing relationships to stay, clinging to old routines and resisting the very change that is meant to elevate them. But attachment to the past only delays the blessings of the future. True growth demands surrender. It asks you to trust that what is leaving is no longer meant for you and that what is coming will serve you in ways you cannot yet see. During this transition, you may feel uncertain. You may feel as though you are standing in an empty space, unsure of what comes next. But that emptiness is not a void. It is a clearing. It is the space where new opportunities, new people, and new possibilities will enter. If you embrace this moment, if you allow yourself to let go without fear, you will soon find that what you thought was loss was actually transformation. And when the new arrives, when the blessings begin to unfold, you will look back and realize that everything that left was never meant to stay. It was simply making room for something far greater than you ever imagined. Life has a way of testing you before it blesses you. Challenges will arise, not as punishments, but as necessary lessons designed to strengthen you. These difficulties are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones, preparing you for the responsibilities and opportunities that come with something greater. Before you are given something significant, life will ask you to prove that you are ready for it. Growth is never comfortable. It demands that you step beyond what is familiar, that you push past your limitations, and that you develop qualities you may not yet possess. If you desire success, life will not simply hand it to you. Instead, it will place obstacles in your path that require discipline, resilience, and determination to overcome. If you seek love, you may first endure loneliness, teaching you self-worth and patience. If you want leadership, you will face challenges that demand wisdom, patience, and the ability to make difficult decisions. These tests are not meant to break you, they are meant to shape you. These challenges may feel overwhelming. You may wonder why things seem to be getting harder instead of easier. Plans that once seemed promising may fall apart. Unexpected difficulties may arise just as you feel like you are making progress. It is in these moments that most people give up. They mistake hardship for rejection, believing that they are not meant to succeed. But those who understand the nature of growth recognize these struggles for what they truly are: preparation. Think of an athlete training for a competition. The body must endure intense workouts, pushing past exhaustion and pain, because that is the only way to build strength. A musician must practice tirelessly, facing frustration and failure before mastering their craft. A student must study, endure setbacks, and embrace challenges before they are ready to graduate. Every great achievement is preceded by a period of intense preparation. This process also reveals your level of commitment. Many people dream of success, but not everyone is willing to endure the hardships required to achieve it. Life will test your dedication. It will ask, how badly do you want this? Are you willing to work for it? Are you willing to endure discomfort, failure, and struggle to reach your goal? The answers to these questions determine whether you are truly ready for what you seek. Perhaps the greatest lesson in this phase is learning to shift your mindset. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, see them as invitations to grow. Instead of resenting difficulties, recognize them as necessary steps on your journey. Every time you overcome a challenge, you become stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what is coming. You will look back on your struggles and realize that they were not barriers. They were the very experiences that built you. The weight that once felt unbearable will be the very thing that gave you strength. And when you finally step into the life you have been preparing for, you will understand that the challenges were never there to stop you. They were there to prepare you. As you move closer to something significant in your life, you will begin to sense a shift within yourself. This change may not be immediate or obvious, but it will manifest as a heightened awareness, a growing restlessness, or an unshakable feeling that you are meant for more. You may not be able to explain it, but deep down you will know that something is aligning, that you are being prepared for a greater purpose. One of the first signs of this transformation is a shift in your thinking. The things that once satisfied you no longer feel fulfilling. The conversations that once interested you seem empty. You begin to crave something deeper, more meaning, more purpose, more alignment with your true self. This is not a phase, it is an awakening. Your mind is expanding, your vision is sharpening, and you are being prepared for a new chapter of life. This heightened sense of purpose often brings discomfort. You may feel an internal pull towards something unknown, yet fear and doubt try to keep you where you are. This is the battle between who you have been and who you are becoming. The familiar is comfortable, but growth demands change. You may start questioning your current path, wondering if the things you once worked so hard for are still in alignment with where you are meant to go. This questioning is not a sign of confusion. It is a sign of clarity. You are beginning to see beyond the distractions and recognize what truly matters. As this transformation deepens, you will find that certain people and situations no longer resonate with you. The conversations you once enjoyed may now seem trivial. The places you once visited may no longer inspire you. This is because your energy is shifting. You are no longer drawn to what keeps you stagnant. You are being pulled toward what will elevate you. At first, this can feel isolating, but it is a necessary part of the process. Just as a snake sheds its old skin to grow, you too must shed what no longer serves you in order to step into your next level. Another powerful sign is an increase in intuition. You start receiving insights, ideas, or sudden realizations that guide you toward a new direction. Opportunities begin to appear, not always in the way you expect, but in ways that push you closer to your purpose. Pay attention to these moments. They are not coincidences. They are confirmations. When you feel an unexplainable urge to pursue something, listen. When a new opportunity excites you, but also scares you, take it as a sign that growth is calling you forward. This journey is not always easy. There will be moments of doubt, moments where you question whether you are truly ready, but the very fact that you are experiencing this transformation means you are being prepared. You are not being led to something greater just to be abandoned. You are being equipped with everything you need to step into it. Embrace this shift, trust the process, and when the time comes, step boldly into the purpose that has been waiting for you all along. It seems like you might be asking for a sixth keynote, but we originally discussed 5. If you have a specific theme or idea you'd like to explore further, let me know. I'd be happy to expand on it in a meaningful way. If you're looking for another powerful message related to the topic, we could explore the final test before the breakthrough, signs you are on the edge of a major change, or the power of endurance in the face of uncertainty. Let me know what resonates with you, and I'll craft something powerful. Everything in life follows a pattern of preparation before fulfillment. Before you receive something great, you will be tested, refined, and reshaped. The trials you face are not obstacles. They are the foundation upon which your future will be built. The moments of isolation are not punishments. They are sacred pauses, allowing you to hear your own voice and align with your true path. The losses you endure are not meant to break you. They are clearing space for something far greater. Challenges will come, and they will demand your growth. They will test your patience, your endurance, and your ability to trust in something beyond what you can see. But if you recognize these moments for what they are, signs that you are being prepared, you will no longer fear them. Instead, you will embrace them, knowing that they are shaping you into the person who can sustain the blessings that are on their way. Every setback and every moment of uncertainty is part of the process. The discomfort you feel now is temporary, but the wisdom and strength you gain from it will last a lifetime. When the time is right, everything will align. The doors that once seemed shut will open, the opportunities that felt distant will come closer, and you will realize that nothing was ever lost. Everything was simply rearranging itself for your highest good. Hold on. Trust the process. Keep moving forward, even when the path is unclear, because when the moment comes, when the breakthrough arrives, you will stand in the light of everything you were meant to become, and in that moment, you will know it was all worth it. When you feel the weight of these changes, when life seems to dismantle everything you once knew, remember, this is the prelude to something extraordinary. It is not the end. It is the preparation for a beginning greater than you could have imagined. So stand firm, hold steady. The signs are not there to break you. They are there to tell you something incredible is coming. Thank you.